So what would you say to a kid that kind of grows up in an environment that might not be the healthy, might, kind of extreme to maybe, just not healthy? You have to kind of start forming that trust and maybe kind of forming that love with yourself, that bond. Like how do you start?
One of the things that's been really helpful for me is understanding some of the archetypes around that. Otherwise, you're kind of swimming in the ocean by yourself, and the ocean's huge. So we need something that we can kind of grab onto. One of the ones that I really kind of understood in a deep way was the archetype of the hag. So the hag is the old woman, with the hair on her chin and crone and like the kind of witchy, and everyone's afraid of her, but she carries with her all of this wisdom and depth and a little bit of magic, about how she sees the world. And it takes being old, for example, and puts it in a different perspective. There's the siren, which is the one who calls the ships into danger, Homer's Odyssey, and that's the woman that's able to kind of get men to come over here and I'm going to give you everything you want. And then they're in danger, right? That's the gold digger or something, right? So there's ways that then you can identify with certain characteristics that these archetypes have and start to understand yourself better. Not that you become those archetypes, but that those archetypes start to say, oh, I feel something there. I feel like there's a connection there.
I think that's hard for men to maybe not logically understand, but to embody. It's not a sexy message for men. Also, kind of in conjunction with society, maybe just like the lack of like decent male role models.
I just named a bunch of archetypes that are female-oriented archetypes, which men can follow too. You have the emperor. The emperor can organize people, can do things so that everyone gets fed. Walls are built to protect the humanity, right? There's the knight, a knight that goes, like in tarot, there are these knights, and the knights represent action. And, you can have a sword. So you can be the knight of truth. You're out there exposing the truth. There's David and Goliath. You protect the person being bullied. You fight the bully. So there are lots of male archetypes that can be followed that are positive and empowering and invigorating for someone who wants to follow, male or female. And there's negative archetypes too, that do the opposite. There's a negative archetype of being the bully and always, crashing their way through everything and, taking what they want. And you can follow that if you want to, but where are you going to find the peace and the lasting value in something? Look for archetypes that do that for you.